I thought I was being robbed. There were white roses everywhere, a live violinist tuning up by my porch, and a full wedding arch wrapped around my garage. My driveway, which I had paved with my own hands last spring, had been transformed into a full-blown wedding venue. Rows of folding chairs filled the space, a red carpet ran from the curb to my front door, and a woman I had never seen before was barking into a walkie-talkie like she was coordinating a military operation. Keys still in hand, jaw somewhere near my shoes, I stood frozen on the sidewalk until I heard it. "You can't park there." "The bride's about to walk," a bridesmaid snapped. That's when I knew today was going to be the most insane day of my life. 10 minutes earlier, I had been sitting in weekend traffic, mentally prepping for a quiet day. Mow the lawn, fix the sprinklers, finally install that motion light my neighbor wouldn't shut up about. But as I turned onto my street, I saw pink and white balloons not just on every mailbox but on my mailbox. Streamers crossed from tree to tree like it was a backyard carnival. And then the horror show began, my driveway blocked by a white floral arch flanked by decorative urns holding cascading flower arrangements. The woman directing everything wore a name tag, Karen, HOA event coordinator. She had the aura of a preschool teacher and the rage of a DMV line on payday. I parked on the street because my own driveway was off limits. As soon as I stepped out, someone shoved a bouquet into my hands and said, "Hurry. The photographer's almost ready." I blinked, dropped the flowers, and stormed toward my house. "Excuse me." Karen intercepted me like a linebacker brandishing her clipboard. "You're walking through the setup." "This is my house," I said. "My property. My driveway." She smiled condescendingly. "Oh, I know, sweetie. But your home just had the perfect lighting and angle for the wedding photos. This is Amanda's big day. It's already started." I was still processing the insanity when a violinist played the first note of Pachelbel's canon. Everyone turned to face my porch. A woman in a wedding gown emerged from behind my hydrangeas. A photographer snapped away like it was the Oscars. The groom stood on my driveway, arms open. I tried to stop them. I shouted. Nobody cared. Karen hissed, "You're making a scene. Do you really want to ruin someone's wedding?" "I don't give a flying donut hole about someone's wedding," I said. "We had HOA approval," she insisted. "Why didn't anyone tell me?" "You didn't check the online bulletin." "We voted." Before I could reply, a bridesmaid glared at me. "You can't park there. The bride's about to walk." That was it. I unlocked my front door, walked in, and slammed it shut. From inside, I heard cheers. I heard vows. I heard laughter. I cracked open a soda and stared at my security feed. One camera caught the flower girl dumping petals on my doormat. Another showed a guy probably an unclipping behind my shed. I was done being nice. The next morning, the wreckage was everywhere. My porch was littered with plastic flutes and rose petals. My mailbox wrapped in tulle. One decorative urn was left behind like a parting insult. A pair of glittery high heels dangled from my gutter. I tried to calm down, but I couldn't. Not this time. I called Gerald Clean, the HOA president whose mustache had better morals than he did. "Morning. Everything go smoothly yesterday?" he chirped. "No, Gerald. Nothing went smoothly. Karen turned my driveway into a chapel." "Who approved that?" "There was a vote," he said. "When?" "At the last virtual meeting." "I didn't attend that meeting." "Well, your absence counted as an abstention, and with quorum, Karen's motion passed." "That's not a vote," I said. "That's a hijacking with confetti." "It was a beautiful ceremony. Let's not escalate." "Escalate?" I haven't even begun. I hung up and reviewed my security footage, setup crews arriving, kids playing hide and seek in my garage, someone trying to open my side gate. I started tagging clips. Later that day, I ran into Karen on her power walk. Pink tracksuit, sunglasses, smug. "Hey neighbor, wasn't it magical yesterday?" "Karen, you had a wedding on my property without permission." "Don't be a buzzkill." Amanda loved the setting. "Your stone steps? Perfect for bouquet toss." "They're cracked now. There are boot prints on my roof." "Oh, the groomsmen got a little wild." She giggled. "Karen, I didn't agree to this." "You didn't say no either. Technically, the community decided. That's not how private property works." She rolled her eyes. "Fine. I'll send someone to clean up. Can we be done?" "No, we couldn't." I spent that night researching event rentals. Then I found it, Crushzilla, a monster truck for hire. Make your event unforgettable, the ad read. I called immediately. Rex, the driver, answered. His voice sounded like gravel and bourbon. You want to bring Crushzilla to a wedding aftermath? No, I corrected. To my driveway. The one used without consent. You got guts, Rex said. You cover fuel and donuts, I'll give you the neighbor discount. The next morning, before 9 a.m., I heard it, a rumble. Deep, steady. A monster waking up. Then Crushzilla turned onto our street. The truck was enormous. Chrome spikes. Exhaust pluming. Engine growling. Parked diagonally, taking up 3 driveways. Neighbors came outside. Karen appeared, still in her wedding robe, looking like she had chewed a lemon rind. Rex hopped down. Nice neighborhood. Shame about the party planners. Stage is yours, I said. He climbed back in. The engine roared to life. Crushzilla rolled onto my driveway, each rev louder than thunder. Curtains flew open. Dogs barked. Alarms whimpered. Karen screamed, "What is this? Are you insane?" Just enjoying my property, I said, sipping coffee. Gerald ran over, flailing. This isn't appropriate. Oh, like hosting a wedding on someone else's driveway without permission? Rex activated the sound system. Heavy metal wedding march blared through the neighborhood. Then the foam cannon fired. White, biodegradable foam blanketed my lawn. Karen shrieked as it coated her hedges. Rex stepped out with a megaphone. This event is brought to you by mutual respect, private property rights, and good old-fashioned payback. Have a blessed day. Karen called the cops. They arrived, saw the permits, took a selfie with Crushzilla, and left. The music faded. Foam melted. Rex drove off, thunder in his wake. Karen fled indoors. Gerald slunk away. I had my porch back. And I hadn't broken a single rule. The next day, the HOA sent a compliance officer. He accused me of excessive noise. I handed him a flash drive, full footage of the unauthorized wedding. Later, I uploaded a video online. Title: HOA wedding took over my driveway, so I gave them a monster truck wake-up call. It went viral. Reddit, TikTok, news outlets. The internet devoured it. People shared their own HOA horror stories. I compiled everything, submitted it to the state's HOA Oversight Council. 2 days later, an emergency HOA meeting was held. It was standing room only. Karen sat at the head, crumbling by the minute. When the vote came to remove her, no hands raised in her defense. She was out. Gerald resigned the next day. Clarissa, the new president, visited me with cookies and a sincere apology. She promised to rewrite the bylaws. The HOA offered to fix my porch steps. Karen put her house up for sale a month later. She moved out in silence. I watched from my window. No gloating, just closure. The neighborhood changed. People relaxed. The HOA hosted an actual community barbecue. No drama. Just neighbors. I put up a small sign, private property monster truck friendly zone. No one complained. Sometimes, the only way to draw the line is to drive over it with 66-inch tires.